It is time for the Nano Build. Let's get started. I really like this layout so far. It's sloping that way. I don't know if the camera's really picking up that depth of field there, but I really like it. This is Chihiro C2, just like on the puffer tank right there. Their tank is doing fantastic, swimmingly, if you will. And yeah, so what we're gonna actually put in there is this bonsai tree and possibly place it somewhere right here, something like that. Now I have these extra small pieces that I'm not sure where I want to put as an additive. I don't know if I like it there. The shrimp that are going to go in here will absolutely love the biofilm that will hopefully grow on top of this wood. I have Liliopsis coming in, and that's going to carpet this entire bottom right here. This tank will have CO2 in it. Still debating on Monte Carlo or a moss to put on top of this. I really would like a moss, but I couldn't find anything for the local fish shop that I was at, but I couldn't find anything so far. But I really like this bonsai, but I'm going to show you, because I didn't waterlog this yet, I'm going to show you now what trick I'm going to attempt to use to make sure that this doesn't float. Okay, so because I couldn't find super glue, I was looking for it, I misplaced it. We are going to use some nylon thread, the spring scissors I used to trim my plants, and hopefully 2 of these rocks. I hope that this would be enough. These are aquarium safe. They've been in another aquarium just sitting there. I hope that these are heavy enough to hold down that bonsai tree. So I found the glue. Well, my wife found the glue. So we're going to try this trick again with the rocks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I really only have 2 rocks, I'm actually going to glue one right about here. Let's see if I can just get that to stay. The problem with the rock is it's very uneven, and what I could have done was use filter floss, but it would have spread out eventually and it wouldn't work that well. If I wet this, add stuff onto there, will it stick? Oh, it worked, okay. Press it down, just like that, just wrap it around. Wrap it around. Now I'm not too concerned with this nylon string showing. That's pretty crazy, but that'll do it for sure. That'll definitely do it. Glue right there. Okay, here we are back to the tank. We have our setup right here with the roots, as you saw before. So all I'm gonna do is attempt to get this back into place and dig this in here a little bit. There we go. Let's cover some of this up. And see if I can. So Now I know it looks bare right now, but I had an idea. So the initial plan I had for this was Liliopsis New Zealandensis. I'm really sorry, I didn't think about that name whatsoever. It's a Liliopsis. It's a species of Liliopsis. When I get it, I will tell you right. I'll put it on the screen right here. I was just gonna have Liliopsis microsort and a moss or Monte Carlo on the bonsai tree, but it looks so bare, and I don't have the Liliopsis yet or the Monte Carlo yet. But the shrimp came, so I need to put them in the tank. I need to get them out of those bags. What I'm gonna do is grab some AR Mini from this tank because it has grown, overgrown at this point. I'm gonna put it in there because it'll give it a little color. And I will have CO2 in this tank. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So they'll have no problem growing perfectly fine, and the light's more than strong enough. We need to get our trimmings and then plant them in there. I have a couple of trimmings there. Let's just actually pull them out. Handy dandy. Oh, magnets and aquascaping tools on a metal rack is the best thing in the world. Look at these. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Pull that out. Check that out. Oh, look at that pink color. It's amazing. I know you can't really see it right now because it's actually in the shadow. Let's pull these out. Oh, look at that. Pink AR Mini. That's why I love AR Mini. And I've, for some reason, had fantastic success with it at this point. I've grown it for so long. And so I haven't actually purchased any more AR Mini. What I did was, when this tank was the Beta Sorority tank, before they got the upgrade, I had AR Mini in the front, and I actually propagated that, put that in Fireball's tank, and then I took that out, and I had more AR Mini that I had from the move. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go watch the first video that I've ever posted. It explains a lot. And that's all just grown from this. I've never actually purchased AR Mini before, other than that one time, so I love this plant. Let's see if we can get it in some good light here. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I hope this camera's focusing on it because, wow, honestly, wow, I am stoked. Look at that. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful in there. All right, that's there. Let's plant. Okay, so we have them planted. I really like the way they look. I might actually trim these leaves off right here just because they're pushing against the glass. And I kind of want it to be a little bit neater, and that's okay. That is absolutely fine. You don't have to worry about it being perfect right away. I actually cut too many of them, so I have to figure out what to do with this now, but I have an idea for that, don't worry. That's gonna come in handy there. And of course, it wouldn't be an RPScape tank without AR Mini. That filter right there has been running on this tank for about a month now, maybe a little bit longer. It's just a cheap hang on the back nano filter with a sponge on there. When I put these fish in here, I can't put new water in here, and obviously I dechlorinated it, but I can't put new water in there. There's no nutrients for the bacteria to grow, and the shrimp are not going to produce enough waste just yet to supply that bacteria with food. Actually water from a fish tank that has been running for over a year now. So it does have nitrates in it. It does have nutrients. It's not just plain old water. What I'm going to do is put this in there, in that tank, and then fill up the rest of it with tap water. So nitrates are a little higher than the water that, you know, they will be in, but I'm going to dilute it halfway So we can feed that filter continuously until the shrimp begin producing waste and we're all good. But we gotta hurry this up because they've been in their bag for way too long, so let's fill this. Okay, so the tank is set up. I'm really liking the way it came out. It's gonna look even better once we get the Liliopsis in there and everything settles in. Hang on the back filter has been cycled like I said before. I added stress time. I quadruple the dose of stability right now because I have some Bacter AE coming in tomorrow. So that will go in this tank immediately once I actually get it. And I put Seachem Safe in there to dechlorinate the water. Now what we have to do is acclimate these shrimp because I know they're probably over being in the bag right now. Okay, so we have the shrimp acclimated, so they are good to go. Let's add them in. These guys are doing wonderful right now. I mean, I just put them in, but shrimp look insane. I actually love the way they look in this tank, and hopefully we can, get them to breed a little bit in this tank and we can disperse some. I don't know about the beta tank because they are savages. All right, so what's happening, guys? It is the next day, and the rainbow signifiers have colored up beautifully. They look amazing. I absolutely love them. I hope the camera's picking it up, but they are gorgeous. All the shrimp are doing wonderful. There's a black carbon shrimp, I believe, and the one shrimp is back there. Oh look, the orange fire's coming out. This is amazing. I love shrimp. But the Bacter AE did come in. Like I said, it was going to be here the next day, and so let's add that in now. Okay, so it's been a couple hours since I put the Bacter AE in there. I actually ended up putting the Bacter AE in this tank, the guppy tank. Okay, so looking at this aquarium now, ooh, there we go. We see two yellow fire shrimp. They're doing great. They're enjoying themselves, scavenging, picking off of things. I think I see an orange shrimp back there. Okay, so the tank's been set up for about 3 days now, and we have the CO2, we have the AR Mini, and now we have to put the moss on the bonsai tree. So, I did actually order moss from a website, but the order wasn't placed yet, and I ended up going to Petco, and I found flame moss and Christmas moss, which I couldn't find online or any retailer, and no local fish store had it. It's just flame moss in these little packs right here. The back of it is a little bit brown, I don't know if you can see that. A little brown, but with some CO2, we have some good light in there. should be able to salvage it. That's exciting. I can't believe there's flame moss. I can't believe I found flame moss in a Petco. But let's get that moss onto that bonsai tree. Alright, so in my rush of things, I completely forgot to actually record putting the flame moss that I put on the bonsai tree into the tank. So now it's a couple of weeks later, we've now moved. Now, I think it's maybe 2 or 3 weeks in. So if you stuck around to the end of this video, that is awesome. Thank you so much for watching this. I know this video is very long. It's probably the longest video. I think it is the longest video that I've put out so far. But there was a lot to go into making this tank, and I made it over the first couple of days, maybe about 3 or 4 days, and it's doing well. All right, let's go.